Hey everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my nighttime skincare routine. If you haven't already, please be sure to check out my morning routine as well as my skincare routines from last year, which I'll leave the links in the description box down below. I also want you to see what my skin looked like around this time last year while I was using 0.1% adapalene, so over-the-counter Differin. So unlike my morning routine, which required pretty much not washing my face and just applying everything around my face and neck, there is a little bit more detail going on in my nighttime skincare routine. In this video, I'm not going to just talk about the products. I'm going to go into a bit more detail about the application process because I do find those to be just as important as the products themselves. Starting off with the routine, it is makeup removal, and I do a double cleanse, but because my eyes are very sensitive, I do like going in with a separate product. So the one I have been using, and this is my third purchase of this product, is Marcel's Gentle Makeup Remover for sensitive eyes. I find this bottle lasts me a long time. It does not irritate my eyes at all. It does not dry out the area, and it removes my really stubborn waterproof mascara. As you can see, it's a bi-phase formula, so all I do is just shake it up for a few seconds and I apply it on a cotton pad. And then while applying the cotton pad, I let it sit there for around 10 seconds before lightly wiping on my eyelashes, and I make sure not to tug around my skin. And instead of pouring out more of the liquid, I use the exact same cotton pad and just go right into the next eye. So after I'm finished with the eye makeup removal, that's when I go into my double cleansing. And what I've been using for the first step for oil cleanse is Jordan Samuel Skin's The After Show Treatment Cleanser. This is a pretty cool product. They do describe this as a gel to oil formula because when you squeeze out the product, it actually looks like a gel. But even from the weight of the product, I could definitely tell it is an oil. It's not as light as other gel formulas that you will typically try. So what I do is I just squeeze out a nickel-sized amount and I apply it evenly to my face and neck, pretty much anywhere I've applied makeup or SPF for the day. And I massage it into my skin for around 1 minute. After that 1 minute, I wet my hands and go in to emulsify the product. And I massage my face for another 30 seconds just to make sure that the balm has emulsified enough so I could wash it off properly. After the 30 seconds, I rinse off and then go in with the second cleanse, and for that I've been using Dr. Sam's Flawless Cleanser. This is one of the most enjoyable cleansers I have ever used. As you can see in the clip away when I massage my face, this cleanser is not foaming up, it's not sudsing up at all, it just stays in its gel state. If you're interested, I did review the cleanser as well as the moisturizer and SPF in a blog post, which I'll link down below for you to check out. So I used the cleanser for around another minute and then splashed my face with lukewarm water. So after I finish splashing my face with water, I do pat dry my face with a face towel, but I don't pat my face completely dry. I still leave it slightly damp. It's more of just removing the excess water on my face. This way I don't completely dry out my skin, and products are supposed to absorb better. After I pat dry my face to a slightly damp finish on my skin, that's when I go in with my prescription, which is 0.3% adapalene. If you watched last year's nighttime skincare routine, you'll notice I've used 0.1% adapalene and I used it after moisturizer. When my prescription got bumped up, I did follow the same process by using it after my moisturizer. Once my skin was used to that, I switched it to after the hydrator step and before moisturizer. But now it's been almost a year since I've been using 0.3% adapalene. My skin feels very comfortable applying this right after cleansing. I don't get any dryness or irritation. The usual recommendation for applying this is a pea-sized amount, but my face is a little bit too big for that, so I just make sure I apply a nice thin layer all over my face and underneath my chin area. And you'll notice in the clip way I'm also applying it right underneath my eyes. I just want to point out that my under eye area is acclimated to using Differin. You definitely should not go in to your under eye area right away. It definitely took some time for my skin underneath my eye area to get used to it. And the reasons I do this is one, for prevent and prolong, just to make sure that I age gracefully around my eye area. Also because I do have very dry eyes, I am hoping to thicken up the skin around my eye area. And actually what I noticed is that the little scar that I had here from picking milia or something like that has significantly faded. So as you can see right there, there is like a little dot that used to be very dark and very red, and ever since I started applying this under my eyes, it has lightened up a lot. I don't bring this down to my neck just because I don't break out on my neck that frequently, and if I do, I would just go in with the azelaic acid. So for application, I just stick to around my face and underneath my jaw. So after applying the Differin, and once my skin has a bit of a tacky finish, that is when I go in with my hydrator. So it is the same hydrator as the morning, so that's the Huda Labo Premium Lotion. But instead of going into hydrator just on its own, I actually mix in a 10% niacinamide product. So this one is from The Ordinary. I've mentioned this so many times, but niacinamide is truly one of my favorite ingredients of all time. Just to reiterate, the reason why I love niacinamide is because of how big of a multitasker this ingredient is. This helps reduce the appearance of your pores, and for me, that's what I personally noticed it's done the most since using it. It's also supposed to help reduce fine lines. I don't have too many fine lines yet, so I can't really comment on how well it works for that. But I have noticed that my complexion also becomes very bright and even toned, and I've just noticed that overall my skin looks healthier every time I use this product. And the online dermatologists have also recommended using niacinamide alongside a retinoid because it's supposed to help increase your tolerance to it. So for application, what I like to do is mix the two. I usually use the same amount of the premium lotion as I would in the morning, but then I would add a dropper full of the niacinamide on top of that. And then I would just apply the mix all over my face, neck, and a little bit of my clavicle area. And to finish off my nighttime skincare routine, I go in with the moisturizer, and it's the exact same one I use in the morning, which is Bioderma's Atoderm Intensive Balm. I've already mentioned in my morning routine how much I love this product, but just to reiterate, it has a good balance of humectants, emollients, and occlusives. And from using this at nighttime, I have noticed that when I wake up in the morning, my skin definitely doesn't feel dehydrated or dry to the touch. I know fall just started here in Canada, but my skin is pretty much dry all year round. I find summer makes my skin dry just as much as winter. So finding a moisturizer like this that keeps my skin really comfortable by the time I wake up in the morning without the need of using a humidifier is definitely a good product. Alright, and that is it for my nighttime skincare routine. This is what I do at night when I just want to keep my routine simple. I'm not testing a lot of products, and I just need to maintain a certain amount of consistency to give my skin a break. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel down below for future videos, leave a comment if you have any questions or recommendations, and I'll see you all soon. Ciao.